Hello, welcome to Side21 and tonight's episode of The Black Hand of Fate. If this is your first time joining us in this series, this is our evil mini-campaign. All of our players are bad guys. If you don't get a chance to check us out Wednesdays live on YouTube and Twitch, you can always catch up with us through our VODs on YouTube. Also follow us on social media. We're on Blue Sky, Instagram, and TikTok, so you can follow us there, stay up to date on what we're doing. Leave us a comment, let us know what you like, let us know what you want to see more of. Let's go ahead and introduce our players for this evening, though.
My name is Jason. I'm playing Shetic, your Fey-touched wizard necromancer.
Hi, I'm Aaron Hammontre, and I'm playing Bojack Horse Puncher, a dwarf barbarian.
I'm Brayden. I'm playing Damian Grimbane, the damn pure fighter.
I'm Jaco, and I'm playing Timber 2, the Tabaxi Ranger turned rogue.
I'm Hunter Douglas, and I'm playing Elliot Crowe, the reborn warlock.
All right, and I believe that concludes our announcements. So without further ado, let's jump into tonight's episode of The Black Hand of Fate. Last we left off, our clever group of anti-heroes, having made their way into the city of High Moon, causing a little bit of commotion at a local tavern, making their way to the market districts, procuring a map and some other things. They made their way to the Moon Garden in the Elven Gardens district and found a temple, but eventually made their way back to the Museum of Antiquity. After following the curator, suggesting that he drop his keys, picking them up and sneaking away into a crowd of High Moon locals enjoying some revelry at a nearby tavern, and making your way back to the museum, unlocking it, and going inside. After thoroughly searching the entrance area, specifically around the desk of the curator located in the lobby, you determined the switch to turn off the security was not present there, and through a series of unfortunate events, we're re-engaged with a mummy lord and a living statue. After some quick thinking and an excellent fight, you emerge successful, shattering the stone statue into rubble and putting down the mummy lord. You carefully, each in your own kind of way, made your way to the top floor of the museum and eventually into the curator's office, where you found a netherese blue diamond worth around 10,000 gold pieces. As Shetic and Bojack doing very worse for wear, feeling a curse coursing through his veins, go to stand guard outside. Three remaining members of the party begin to exit Kubert's office. As Elliot Crowe crosses the threshold back into this kind of like library style corner in the top floor of the museum, a sound can be heard.
Whoops.
As a skeletal warrior comes from around the corner. And I need the three of you upstairs to roll initiative, please.
Gosh, dude.
Let's go.
Elliot.
Dirty 20.
What's your dex?
It is 15.
Damian.
23.
Nice.
And Timber.
10.
Nice.
Nice.
Brrr.
All right, so the two of you outside, please make a perception check for me, please.
Do I have any? Sorry. Do I have any negative ability checks, or is it just that I'm dying every 24 hours?
Yeah, no negative other than that you can tell.
I got a 13.
I got to 23.
All right, Bojack with a 23. You guys are kind of in the bushes, and you only have a limited view because the wall on the other side of the courtyard, you have like the two arches that you can kind of see down like through onto the street. And you see at the very far end of the kind of square that exists in the front of the museum, Kubert Draftworth start to come around the corner, and you see him, he's like just looking at the ground, looking all around, and he's moving really slowly. It seems to be like he's looking for something.
Oh no.
Having said that, Damian.
First I'm gonna take my bonus action and use Second Wind to regain 17 health back.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, let's see how far that is. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm going to try and get as close as I can to him. To the skeleton.
What's your movement?
35.
I mean, yeah, you are 5 feet away from the head of the skeletal horse that he is riding.
All right, and then I'm gonna take my 2 attacks with my greatsword at the
Okay.
at the horse's head.
Roll to hit.
Eek.
All right. First one is a 19 to hit,
Nice.
19 hits.
and the second one is an 11 to hit.
11 does not hit. So you
No.
slash out, and your first strike kind of slices into the like skeletal, what would be the neck of this horse, and it kind of rears back as you take your second slash. Go ahead and roll damage on that first one though.
Okay. That will be 9 damage for that first strike, and then it will take an additional 2 from my greatsword weapon mastery of Graze.
Is that not? I thought that was just if it missed.
The second one did miss.
Oh,
I was just
okay,
thinking,
gotcha.
like overall.
So 9 and then 2 from the second one? Or
Yes.
from the miss? Okay.
Yes. And that'll be my turn.
Got it. That is going to bring up the skeleton rider. He has a target just in front of him here. He is going to make a multi-attack against you, Damian. So he's got 3 attacks. First one's going to be with his lance.
Okay.
Rutro.
That is going to be a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
All right, that's going to be 14 slashing damage for the first attack.
Okay.
And then he's going to take a second attack with it. Same lance. That is a 13 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so you see him. Yeah, he's kind of got his lance, and he stabs it down in your direction, and is able to hit you once as you kind of dodge out of the way. But as you're dodging, the horse is going to kick up at you. That is going to be a 22 to hit.
Absolutely, it's.
And that is going to be 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
There goes that 17 hit points.
Yeah.
That is going to end our skeletal rider's turn, however, bringing up Elliot with Timber on deck.
I'll turn back to Timber. Oh, we may need to get out of here. Quickly, Damian. Can we like talk in initiative? What how does that work?
I mean, you can say something as a free action as you're doing whatever else it is that you want to do.
But it's like we can't just like we can't have like a back and forth.
No. They won't even respond until their turn.
Then I'm going to, with the door open, I'm gonna back up to like 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna back up 20 feet.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let off 2 Eldritch Blasts at the guy.
Do it.
At Damian.
Oh no.
Just kidding. Cut our losses.
Say if you stand here, you'll have line of sight.
Okay, do I need to move up 1 for it to be 20 feet, or is that still 20?
You move 5, 10. No, yeah, you're 20 feet back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll shoot from there. First one is going to be a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
Okay, and then the second one is going to be a 16 to hit.
16 does not hit.
Okay, so the first one is going to be 8 plus 4, 12 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say I could take one of you out with me, but only one. And my turn.
Alrighty. Yeah, as you guys see, Elliot kind of step backwards into the room and raise his hand as you see like the shadow below him mimicking the action, and this eldritch blast of electrical energy flying out in a pair, one going wide but the other finding purchase on like again that neck and skeletal area of this bone horse. Timber, that is going to bring up your turn.
I'm going to use my feline agility to double my speed, and I'm going to go 40 feet and then 20 feet to around here.
Okay.
And
well, this is kind of blocked here.
is that blocked?
It's very narrow. I would say just because you are a cat, though, you can squeeze through. I'd say it'd be double movement to get through here.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because you got to slow down to kind of like squeeze through.
Yeah. So I can get right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can I use bonus action dash?
Okay.
And my idea is I want to jump over this ledge, grab onto the sail, and Peter Pan my way down the sail, the mast of the ship, to land, because Timber's dipping.
Okay, so we'll say you jump and make a acrobatics check for me.
Big rolls.
That's going to be a 15.
15, yeah, you're able to get across, and you kind of, and especially being that you just kind of experienced this, you've got the, like the force necessary, like to really like rip your way down, and you are able to claw into the sail and kind of, I won't say you get all the way down to the deck, but you make it like 2/3 of the way down the sail.
Okay. Sweet. And then I'm going to use, and I'm just going to hide. Like, just
okay.
cower.
Make a stealth check.
29.
With a 29, yeah, you kind of glance down and get like an eye of where this whale is exactly, and you make sure that you're on the opposite side of the claw sail from him. With a 29.
Whale still's around? Even
Oh
though
no,
it's
that's
the
right.
lever?
Yeah, you guys disabled the lever, so yeah, you are clean down there.
Oh,
Perfect.
I was like, wait,
outside, the whale comes back. There's actually 3 of them. Outside
got it.
crew,
They're
give me
all
a
bigger.
perception check.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
I got a 4. Shetic's fucking just chilling.
I got to
twiddling thumbs.
15.
With a 15, Bojack, you see Kubert. Actually, I'm gonna make a roll for Kubert here.
At least Shetic is consistent.
He is. He's made it like a third of the way from where he was last time you guys kind of clocked him to where like the two archways leading into the courtyard of the museum are. He's still looking down, but he's about a third of the way closer to you. Anything you two want to do?
I'm looking up at the stars and I say, you know what I like about you, little man? If there is anything that needed my attention, you certainly wouldn't hesitate to tell me in an instant.
I elbow him as hard as I can in the ribs. Hey, blind! The curator dude's coming back.
Ow. You know, you could have just told me.
You said
his hardest.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to roll unarmed
Yeah,
strike.
this one, I was waiting for it.
Give him a big old thump. Well, I got an 18 to hit.
I mean, yeah.
He's a wizard.
5 damage.
And kills them.
Can he reach my ribs?
I'm like almost 4 feet.
Yeah,
I hope.
All right. How far? I turn around and you know, like, how far is he from us?
How far is who?
The curator. Hubert.
I just go. He's past the archway.
No. He's like 2/3 of the, or he's 1/3 of the way across like the kind of larger square that the streets open up into. That's in front of the museum here. So I would say we'll call it. He's like 45 feet away from you.
45.
Or no, he's like 90 feet away from you right now.
Okay.
He's made it 45 feet from where he was at the start of this.
Okay.
Quick math.
My instinct is I like whisper this to Shetic. I go, I got this rope, see, and I start pulling a 50-foot rope out of my bag, and I'm like, we could just tie him up and leave him in the museum.
Shit.
I want to try to stop him from going in the museum, but if he does make it in, he's not leaving.
We jump him, just like I always wanted to do.
And
Anything
yeah, I
else
want
you're
to.
doing right now?
I just want to hold an action until he's about 30 feet away from me, and I can try my suggestion again.
Got it,
Nice.
Damian.
I'm first going to bonus action once again to use my
Second wind.
second wind. Yes, sorry. I was trying to find it so I can mark it off. So that'll be another 17 health back. And then I'm going to attack the horse twice, and then action surge and attack it 2 more times.
Sheesh.
Golly.
Okay, go ahead and roll all 4 damage or to hits.
Okay. First one is a natural 20.
Ooh, yes.
So
Hit.
Heck 'em.
So I gotta go ahead and roll damage on that, right?
Yeah, so you can
it's
go ahead
a
and roll that
crit.
on Beyond.
Yeah. The damage for that one is 12.
Oh, it treated you so badly.
Yeah. And then to hit for the other 3, the second one is a 13.
13 will miss.
Okay. Third one is a 24,
Nice.
Nice.
and the fourth one is an 11.
All right, so 2 hit. You already got me the crit damage. Give me the damage on the 24.
6.
Okay, so 18 total.
And then the 2 that missed get that.
So
2
that's
damage
4
still.
more, right?
Yep, 4 more.
So 22. All right, yeah, he's starting to look like he's taking a beating.
And just like as I'm hacking into this horse, just shout over my shoulder, "We need to figure out how to get the fuck out of here."
Alrighty, that is going to bring up the skeletal rider. He is going to
just go away.
Take a nap.
He's gonna make a multi-attack on you again, but he's starting with his war cry of the dread. So you see his the skeletal horse that he's riding kind of rears up, and you hear the sounds of the horse. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Wisdom saving throw. Okay. Yikes, that is a 13.
13 does not succeed, unfortunately. So you're going to go ahead and immediately take... D4s are hard to pick up. 4 points of necrotic damage, and you are now frightened of the horse for the next minute.
Okay.
I was frightened before that.
How far are you away, Elliot? – 40 feet. You are gonna regain 4 health points.
Nice.
I am?
Yep.
Sick.
Okay. And then he's gonna
I'm
go
at
ahead and
full.
continue with his second 2 attacks. First with the lance. That is just a 14 to hit.
Misses.
Do they get advantage against you if you're frightened of them?
I think you just get disadvantage against them. If I remember correctly. I need to keep the conditions up on my phone.
Well, it's like they changed them, and there's like not an easy way to find all the conditions in the new rules. I don't think I have advantage on you. I think you just have disadvantage. So, cool. So 14 to hit.
Misses.
All right, and then the skeletal horse is gonna kick at you once again, and that is a 16 to hit.
Hits.
Hits. All right, so that's going to be 13 points of bludgeoning damage as the skeletal hoof of this horse just slams into your chest, igniting the fear that already exists in your mind. Elliot.
I'm going to take my full movement towards Damian,
Okay.
which is going to be 30 feet. Why doesn't it tell me in here?
So
That's
it'd be
crazy.
Here,
Okay.
just right through the door.
Oh. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm gonna reach out my hand and prepare a dimension door.
Okay.
Grab my hand. We gotta get out of here.
What else?
Bonus action cower. That's it.
Okay. You kind of like. You got, like one hand out, but the rest of your body is like almost seeming to like blend in with the shadow that's being cast, like from the window, like against the wall here. Timber, you are standing on you're 2/3 of the way down the sail, clinging for dear life, kind of like looking back up, hearing the sound of this fucking horse.
Yeah, I'm making my way to the door. I got 60 feet with my bonus action dash.
All right, let me measure on the other map here.
I'm gonna do a backflip off the sail, land on the dock, and then leap off the boat onto the ground, superhero pose. Take off.
Make your acrobatics check.
Hell yeah.
That's gonna be a 21.
Very nice. If anybody
Let's
were down
go.
there to see you like use your little cat legs and like kick off the piece of the mast that's like behind the sail that you're clinging onto, release your claws from the sail, backflip off, superhero land on the deck of the ship. You hear the if anybody's listening upstairs, you can hear like the soft sound of like a cat hitting like a wooden deck, and then you're able to kind of sprint and like jump down again, but you didn't quite make the door. You're about 10 feet behind where the first desk that you guys kept looking at is.
Okay.
downstairs. So you can like look to your left and you can see the room where the living statue, or your right, and the living statue is, and you can look to your left and see that elven suit of armor that I think Damian was looking at in one of the earlier sessions. Anything else for you, Elliot?
Yeah. So I'm like
Or
right
Timber,
next to the
Like what?
curator's desk.
You're about 10 feet. You're like just in between the mast of the ship and the desk.
Okay. Yeah, I
big-
guess,
it's a
I
big
guess
ass
that's
room.
all I can do. I'm just gonna hide out.
Yeah, the whole bottom floor of the museum from end to end is 150 feet. So,
Gotcha. So yeah, I just do a
but
little
you're
hide.
like right here, basically.
Yeah, so with the last bit of movement, I just like slide like behind something and
You
then
are-
hide out for a second.
Let's see if I can. You can sacrifice some of your movement if you want to hide. Where you're at right now, there's really nothing to hide behind. You're kind of in the middle of the floor. If you want to like go back like 10 feet and like hide behind a column and then just wait until your next turn, you can do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, so
Sure.
now you're kind of like this column is downstairs. You're like hiding behind it. Make a stealth check for me.
Okay. 21.
Easy.
21 is good.
Nice.
All right, Tim. No. Okay, let's make a roll for our old Draftsworth outside. We are at the top of the initiative order. This is like a lair action.
Lair action.
He actually only makes it about half as far this time. So he's only like about 20 feet closer to you, maybe a little more than he was. So he is still about about like 65, 70 feet away from you guys outside of the front door. Did you want to do anything?
I'm just ready in my rope, so I can try to throw it over his mouth or strangle him with it when he gets within range.
You guys see, Shetic, you see Bojack like fashioning like a lasso, like / noose. Anything for you, Shetic?
Nope. I'm just gonna keep watching, waiting for him to get in range.
Alrighty, Damian, you are terrified. There is a just horrific skeletal horse in front of you, and it is shaking you to your core. What would you like to do?
Being terrified, I'm going to turn and reach out and try, like, however much I have to move, reach out and grab Elliot's hand.
Pack of opportunity.
Anything else?
That's it.
As you move into his space, the rider slashes or like stabs out at you with his lance, and that is going to be a 19 to hit, 12 plus 7.
Hits.
So that is going to be a very low roll. So just 5 points of slashing damage. Okay. On the opportunity attack. Anything else for your turn as you clasp hands with Elliot?
Once I clasp hands, I'm going to just steady myself one more time, use my last second wind, and regain some hit points.
All
That's
right,
it.
that is going to bring up our rider as he closes the distance on both of you.
Well, I was holding the my action, my dimension door, for him to grab my hand.
Oh, that's right. You are holding it. Okay. Yeah. So that will trigger your action. Where are you guys going?
So we kind of like grab each other's arms, like clasp like that, and my shadow just kind of opens
Climbing.
up. Yeah, right. And my shadow kind of opens up as like in like a rectangle beneath us. We just fall through it, and then I'd like to dimension door like in like the kind of like the alley on the side of the building, not quite like in the courtyard in the front, just on the side of the building on this side over
What's
here.
the
if
range?
I can. 500 feet.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
you guys are
shit, okay.
definitely
Yeah,
good.
jeez.
And the shadow kind of just like opens up or gets a little bit darker on the outside near the side over here. Somewhere like right over here. And then we just kind of like pop through and then like get our footing and catch ourselves. Are you okay?
Better now.
Think fuck, we're out of there.
And I think just remind me, frightened end when you're out of line of sight.
I don't think so.
I only have disadvantage on attacks when the thing I'm frightened of is in my line of sight.
Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw. Anyway, you were supposed to at the end of your turn.
Okay. 13 again.
Yeah, so theoretically you're still afraid. Okay, that is going to bring up the horse upstairs. He is going to look around very disappointedly and start to gallop over towards the stairs. This horse is kind of sniffing the air. Maybe a cat dander or something. Okay, Elliot.
Okay. Shit. I'm going to make my way 30 feet, full movement towards this edge right here. As close as I can get. And I'm going to message Shetic. We're out. Is Timber with you? But yeah, that's my turn.
Timber.
I'm making my way to the door. 60 feet. I can get like just at the door.
Yeah, so you come up and the doors are closed. You see like the one iron door. I want to say you guys came in through this one though, so this one is still locked.
Oh, shit.
Oh, great. Well then, I'm going to stop my movement about right here and just hide, if that's cool.
Yeah, you are, as far as you know, alone in this room right now. So you pass the dead mummy body, and there's like pieces of the statue like all over the floor.
Yeah, can I see anything on this desk that is worth taking while I'm on my way up?
No, you guys looked at this desk earlier when you first came in the museum, and right now it's just like totally clutter free. If you want to spend some time and like look in the drawers or something, you can.
You see a bright
All
red
right.
button.
I just want to like pick up a quill or whatever writing utensil they have, and I'll write on a piece of paper, "You just got knocked down by Timber." And then that'll be my turn.
Everyone outside does not know that happened. Fun reminder. All right. That is going to be Kubert. Okay, so he makes it a little bit further this time. He has cleared about 30 feet more. So I would say he's now he's like 20 feet from, or like 10 feet from the actual entrance to the courtyard. It's a little bigger than it appears on this map. The courtyard is. So Damian, that's you. Oh no, so he's within 30 feet of you now, Shetic.
Alright, yeah, I want
You have not, and you can respond to Elliot as well.
to... Okay, yeah. Response to Elliot. Timber's not here. Kubert's on his way. And I'm going to attempt to cast Suggestion, which is going to be I believe a 15 Wisdom. There it is. Yeah, it's a 15 Wisdom save.
Okay. Wisdom, what's it?
15.
He does not succeed.
Thank fucking God. All right. I am, and I typed this out because I had to count the words. And I'm going to say to him, leave the city. Only say you're going on official business if asked. Keep walking away from the city for the next 8 hours.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Nice.
Those of you that saw the suggestion before will notice that he kind of freezes up and looks like, his mind is taken over for a moment as he kind of turns around and starts walking to the south.
Bye.
See ya.
I start looking a little disappointed. I wanted to kill him.
That's a good thing, little one. We don't know what's going on inside. Well, actually, I do know that Elliot's out. And
Hey, what?
Yep, along with Damian, but Timber is still in the building.
Ah, the daft cat.
And that's me there for now, I guess.
Alrighty. So we're gonna say we're kind of loosely out of initiative now. Timber, what are you doing?
I'm gonna make my way out of the unlocked door, and
Make a
when
stealth check.
okay, that's gonna be a 26.
All right, yeah, you were able to very quietly slip out.
So high.
Easily.
And as I'm coming out, though, I'm coming out like backwards, just like dancing a little bit. Just like, can I make an acrobatics check on
I
my
want to
dancing?
grab him as soon as I see him come out. I want to grab him and pull him into the
performance?
bushes.
Yeah, okay, make a performance check, yeah, for your dance.
17. I'm killing it.
Ooh.
Not the best dance you've ever seen, but yeah, I mean,
It's
And
a
I
pretty
wa-
good dance.
And I
Best
just-
dance he ever made.
And I just say, well, that was great fun. I had a blast.
as you're kind of saying this to yourself, you feel like
No, I
like,
say it out loud to the guys.
Oh right, and he kind of like reaches out and like yanks you into the bushes here.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's my
cast.
turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're out of initiative. So
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
what would you guys like to do?
I'm gonna cast message back to Damian. Hubert's walking up, and I'm gonna run around, and like kind of have my hands up, like I'm about to like have to cast a spell. Run around the corner here.
Okay.
Where?
Oh, he left. I got him. I got him away from us. Same way I got him to drop the keys.
Yeah, Shetic's a master manipulator.
I want
Are
to be
you
like
following
running.
Damian?
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to be like running around the corner, like fangs and claws out, right as I hear, "Oh, he left," and I just want to get real disappointed.
So, did we get it?
I'll reach in my pack, kind of just like show it, not like pull it out fully, just kind of like expose it a little bit, and then just nod my head towards Shetic and put it back in.
Aye, well done. Better than the damned case gems, anyway.
I bought us some time before anything is discovered here. I think
Well-
maybe we lock it up and go.
Yeah, we should probably get away from the scene.
Good work, gentlemen.
I kind of messed up that sail in there, so.
Is that
Oh,
the only
no.
evidence we have?
Not the sail.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. Good clean getaway, boys.
Yeah.
Ah, you silly cat, quit using everything that's wood as a scratching post.
Shit on.
Well,
I didn't say that.
I could sure use a good rest. I'm pretty tired. Do you have
Maybe
that-
we should find a place that's away from the museum. I can set up my sanctum.
I have the keys to the curator's office.
You should lock the museum. You have the keys to that as well.
Oh, yeah. I'll do that too.
And then honestly, we should ditch them somewhere.
I say just put them in the. Put them in.
Is there a mailbox? Put them in the mailbox.
All
You
right,
want to put
so
the keys in the mailbox?
Is there mail delivery?
I'm gonna run over to this door, lock it up, make it look like, nothing transpired from the outside in
okay,
case the
make a
guards
stealth
come
check.
by. That's only a 14.
Okay. So fucking lucky. Yeah, so you move around the corner, lock the door, and kind of come back very stealthily.
Okay. Do we want to use these keys to get into...
I immediately
house?
snatch the keys from him as he's holding them out, and I hand them over to Bojack, and I say, Bojack, throw these on the roof.
Well, we'll have to make a check here to see if you can snatch the keys.
Yep.
from him.
Yeah.
He's willingly
Yeah,
giving them to
definitely
you.
I mean, but just keep in mind, he's holding them out loosely. All right, what do we got? Come on, I'll get them. They're my keys.
We'll just say make an opposing strength check here.
Oh, fuck, anything but that.
my strength is just as bad. So do I do a strength check too?
Yeah, both of you roll a strength check.
Yep.
Oh gosh.
Oh, I got 2.
I got a 9.
So since you were holding him out and he just rolled a 2, he is able to just snatch him out of your hands. So go ahead and shut it.
And yeah, I'm gonna hand him down to Bojack and say, Bojack, use your strength to throw these on the roof.
Hey, my pleasure. And I like get back and like as a pitcher's throw, and I just heave him up best I can.
Can I punch him in the knee?
Yeah, make an unarmed strike. Bojack, I want to have you roll 2 checks here to see if you can get these onto the roof. The first one is going to be athletics.
Okay.
And this will be for your aim.
I got a dirty 20.
Let's go.
All right, and now roll a strength check to see if you can actually get them to your target that you're going to hit.
Nat 20 for a 24.
Let's go.
Oh my
Dude,
God.
killed it.
Nice.
So this is kind of becoming a theme. You guys, Bojack is, in all of your minds, starting to become this, like, he's like so, like, with spoken word, like he just fumbles over his words and like says crazy shit all the time. But when it's time to like step up and get it done, Bojack is ripping trees out of the ground, barrel rolling through windows, and making like Tom Brady with these keys. Like you see him just sail straight up, and just right as they breach the verticality of the roof, you see him take like a slight turn and just land on the roof.
I just turn around with my chest up and be like, I practiced throwing stones back in Dwarfland.
Great job, little one.
I got a 9 on my unarmed strike.
Shetic's able to just kind of
Just weaves it.
move out of the way.
All right, let's
Should we go a
bail.
couple alleys down and pop this sanctum?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Right. Can I, since we're like kind of on the edge of the wall here, can we, I just want to listen out to hear, see if we can hear any like guards in the immediate vicinity.
Yeah, make a perception check.
All right.
I'm already going out.
Oh shit, dude, he's mad.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm just leaving.
13.
With a 13, you're not hearing anything. You know, you can't tell if it's just your adrenaline pumping too loud from that encounter, or if it's actually quiet. But you're not hearing much right now.
Okay, I'm gonna get to the archway and then go ahead and go invisible. And start to. I'm gonna take a right out of the thing. This way.
Yeah, we don't know where you're going because you're invisible.
This way.
Well, the man said go. Let's go.
I don't know which way.
Just
Are you
dump-
guys trying to sneak, or are we just acting like we belong?
I'm probably trying to sneak since I've been cursed.
Yeah, you feel horrible, by the way. Like, you are, like, the fact that you were, I should have given you disadvantage on that, all of that stuff, to be honest. But, yeah, you do not feel good. You're, like, sweating bullets. You're, like, shaky.
I feel like I've lost my lunch and I never had any to begin with.
Yeah, you look terrible. Is this something that happened in there?
Yeah, the damn mummy thing. Stupid bag of scraps.
I'm sure a potion will get you right.
Shetic, can you remove this curse? Talk to one of your gods?
The only curse I can remove is a curse of you having bones in your body.
That's kind of helpful.
Is
If you
that the
need to
curse?
slide underneath doors, I got you.
Ew.
All right, so are we just making our way? ignoring the sweaty dwarf.
I'm trying to be cautious, but otherwise I'm following behind.
Everybody make a stealth check. As you guys slink out of the courtyard onto the cobblestone streets of the Sapphire Ward.
26.
12.
19.
A 16.
8.
You're invisible. You get advantage?
That's 8 with advantage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not on that one, so that's good.
Oh, fair.
Doing some math.
Pick an alley and I'll raise the door.
All right, you guys slink out. You don't see any guard patrols moving through this area at the moment.
Sweet.
Where are you headed?
I guess we'll just go a few blocks away,
Yeah, we were like,
right?
it was this one or this one? I always forget.
We're here.
We're here.
Okay.
Just pop like kind of like down in here, one of these alleyways.
All right, cool. As you guys slink into a back alleyway, a couple blocks down to the south of the museum. As you move through this area, you're seeing lots of these same like beautiful kind of like beechwood and turquoise tiled buildings, but you do start to see the south wall approaching as you dip into like this alley here.
Or as we get to the alley, I'll uninvisible. Like it helped, and I'll take my ring out, or I'll like reach out my hand with my ring on it, and then my shadow will also reach out and like grab something and like turn it like a doorknob, and then you see like the materialized doorway open up of the Sanctum Spire, and I take a step in.
Ah, the lovely home away from home.
I'll put it kind of like flush up against like if there's any like crates or anything like before, I'd like to like kind of like kill some like sight lines, but probably just like flush up against a wall.
All right, yeah, perfect. You guys make your way into this alley, and indeed there are, you know, some barrels and things kind of stacked up at the front of the alley. It looks like there's some sort of distillery or something that keeps their empty casks out here. So you kind of make your way into this alley and behind these casks, and you guys all see the door, the slightly familiar now door to Elliot's secret space materialize on the masonry of the wall.
I enter in last, kind of admiring, but also cautious because I haven't seen this before.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, last time we just held out in the sewer entrance, huh?
Mm-hmm.
It's perfectly safe, Dragon. Come on in.
Yeah, quit dragging your balls. Get in here.
You be quiet.
I'm just like sick in the background.
Though you're sick, you still look very tasty. And then I'll enter in.
Yeah, and I'll have one of the little servants, the little dark translucent cloak with the orb for a light orb for a head will come up and just kind of close the door for us, and we'll be in the lobby. I'll just kind of start to make my way back towards the back rooms.
I'm gonna follow him.
Does anybody need anything before we get rest for the evening?
I'm going back to the same spot I was in last time. I was walking straight there. I'm tired.
Point your restroom out again. If I get worse, I don't want to get sick all over your weird yet beautiful place.
In the hall to the right in the crafting room. I've modified the sanctum a bit to accommodate everybody.
Bojack, make a perception check.
Bro's gonna piss on my books.
I got to 15.
With a 15, and I'm not sure if you've seen it before, but if not, you are the latest member of this group to see it. But there is a spider just kind of crawling on Elliot's left like shoulder. You can just kind of see it poking out like from behind the shoulder.
I look at Elliot and I just go, Elliot, the fuck is that?
What is what?
I'm gonna try to smack the spider. That! And I just go whack! Like, whack on him.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Alright. Not as good. I got a 10.
With a 10, as you swing, you kind of just hit him on the shoulder as the spider like crawls back behind, down like his shoulder, further down his back.
Look down. Look back at Bojack. Are you satisfied?
No, your place needs cleaning, mate. Why are there bugs everywhere on ye?
Look back down at my... Do I see any bugs on me? You're welcome to sleep outside.
I will take the grateful place in here, thank ye. But I promise you, there's bugs on you. Maybe disrobe when you're in private.
I'll turn to everybody else. I can show you to your private quarters if you'd like, unless anybody needs anything. This way is the mess hall. This
I
way
just
is the
face
crafting
plant.
room.
Face plant right where I am.
Well, I guess that takes care of that.
I think he might die tonight.
He looks a little worse than he usually does, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
I have some books in the crafting room if maybe we can figure out what's wrong with him, how to fix it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I would love a nice salmon or, you know, something good to drink, maybe.
I could use his blood.
Let's hold off on his blood for a moment there, Shetic. Follow me. And I'll kind of nod to a couple of the servants and they'll kind of float towards the left side of the hall, which is like towards the like food hall. And as we kind of like open the door and walk in, they're just like bringing like salmon and asparagus and like bread and like butter and like lobster and all kinds of like stuff and like wine and just like pitchers of like water and stuff like that towards the table.
Sick.
I jump up on top of the table and I sit down next to the salmon and I just start eating on the table.
I passed out 2 rooms ago. I don't know what you're looking at me for.
While he's eating, I'm gonna make my way to the craft room, and I would just want to see if I can like, just because I have like the books, the little library section of it. I just want to see if there's anything possibly on curses, or if I can maybe figure out what kind of curse it is, how we can like fix it, or.
So am I in this dining hall alone?
There's servants around you, and anybody else that wants to be in there with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've followed Elliot after he left.
I'm seeing where my room's at.
I'll show you to the room shortly. Maybe a bit confusing to get to, so it'll be better if we all go up at the same time to the second floor.
So you're looking for books regarding what exactly?
Well, I know that and I can spend maybe like an hour or so like doing this. I don't want to like do it too late, but like just like I know that there was like a mummy that seemed pretty powerful with some magics, something related to that. Like I don't know if we precisely know. Do we know like he's cursed particularly, or is it like he just looks like shit after
he used the word curse to you.
Yeah, then I'll look up curses related to mummies and then see if there's any like antidote or.
Okay, make an investigation check to see as you're looking through these books.
Guidance myself on intellect.
There's snoring drifting up, but it's like intermittently coughing as well.
Just a 4, nice. So 18.
With an 18 investigation, you are kind of, there's like a series of like 2 or 3 shelves, and you're kind of perusing the first one, and then you get to the second one and kind of go behind it, and you do eventually find a book titled a Guide to Curses. Make a perception check with disadvantage, please.
Literally the first line on the book, you don't even have to open it, just says don't fuck with mummies.
Perception with disadvantage. It's gonna be 11.
Oh, 22.
I know, right? Damn.
Cool. Good to know. You found the curse book, though.
Okay. I'll turn to Damian, who I assume followed me. You said you followed me in.
Yeah, I followed you into the room.
Here's a book on curses. If maybe we can find something to help out the little one. Yeah, I'm gonna see if it says anything.
Yeah, and as you open the book, what languages do you speak?
Oh goodness. This is something that I should have wrote on my cheat sheet. Because I don't know where it is. I'm swiping through, trying to figure it out. Give me a moment, I'm sorry. Nobody else wants to do anything.
Should be on the front of your sheet on the bottom left.
Mhm.
It's different. On my, I have a mobile thing. Common, Elvish, Infernal, and Undercommon.
Okay, yeah, it's in Elvish. So you flip through it for a bit, and you do find a section that's like a chapter titled "The Removal of Common Curses." And through reading this, you see that most curses can be removed in one of 2 ways: either Greater Restoration, or there's a spell that many clerics know that is just called Remove Curse.
Okay. Looks like we're gonna need some specific magic to help him out. I don't imagine Remove Curse or Greater Restoration.
Nope.
Either of you.
Nope. Not my thing. Healing people, not really my forte.
Mine neither, nor magic in general.
We may be able to find a scroll somewhere in the market, or maybe a temple. I don't know. That's tomorrow's problem, though. He's obviously fine where he is.
If he does die, I can reanimate him into a servant.
I knew you were gonna say that.
He'll probably
That's
be
the
a
most
bit.
logical thing.
He'll probably be a bit quieter.
Yeah, it won't be the same without his intelligence.
Or lack thereof.
Shall we get some rest?
Let's go.
All right. Call out to Timber. Timber, are you done stuffing your face?
Timber ignores.
I'm gonna walk up to the food hall and just kind of peek my head in. Bedtime, little one.
Where am I sleeping at?
Follow me. And I'll walk towards the middle of the hall. And so when you're in the foyer, it kind of opens up in a hallway that goes right to the crafting, left to the food hall, and then straight into like a kind of a dead end with like more of the roots like in the foyer, like kind of hanging down, and like kind of like down on the wall and like low hanging. And I'll just kind of I'll walk to the back, turn to everybody else, and just say, just do as I do. And I'll grab one of the roots, and it'll kind of like wrap around my arm and like pull me up through the ceiling, which is like kind of like soft dirt. And yeah, just kind of go up until you see my feet kind of pull up and you don't see me anymore.
I follow its lead, but that's sick as fuck.
Yeah, I guess I do too.
Yeah,
But I'm super cautious about it. I don't understand what's happening here.
Whenever you go to grab the root, it kind of just like wraps around your arm as well and just pulls you through. Then
Fuck it, chuck a football. Let's go. Jesus.
then chose. Sorry, I have this whole thing written down. Up to the soft soil. You can completely breathe. It's not like actual soil. It's not like dirtying your clothes or anything. It's just like kind of like a material that represents soil, kind of. So when you emerge topside, you will be in a luscious garden. It's well lit in this corridor, very colorful. And the walls in this like kind of open space resemble like almost like a greenhouse or like a glass room. They have each panel has frosted glass that kind of appears to show a blurred image of an illusion of like fields that kind of lead towards a forest and kind of like meet at the foot of like a mountainscape. That seem to kind of just stretch for miles and miles. And then there's one side of the wall has 5 cabin doors. Yeah, so I'll kind of like make my way through the grass like into to one of the cabin doors. Kind of open up the door. And there's a couple servants kind of stationed around. Feel free to ask them if you need anything. I'll open up the door. Each room has a bed, fireplace, small bar, bread and cheese, anything you might need. Just try to get some rest and make it worth it. Pick your rooms, I don't fucking care. And then I'm gonna go towards the 5th one that's a little bit separated and walk into my room and just close the door.
I'm gonna follow him and go in with him.
I'm going into my own room.
Well, I'm gonna try to stop you from following me.
I'm sneaking.
All right.
I'm trying to get in there.
Timber, make a stealth check, and
Sweet.
Elliot, make a perception check.
This just inherently feels unfair. Oh no, 7.
26.
It's a big 7, dude.
Oh my god.
We'll say, Timber, you kind of move to like as Elliot opens the door and like kind of turns around and says he doesn't care which one you guys use. You're kind of like on the other side of the door. As he goes in to pull it shut, you just are able to like slink around the corner and get in
Sweet.
around the door.
Okay. Well, this is going to be interesting. And you guys can figure that out, but my room is a little bit different than everyone else's. My room is just like completely dark. Looks like the interior of, I guess what you see when you kind of poke in there is like the interior of just like a downridden like a cabin, just kind of clutter on the floor. Like almost looks like there's like some kind of like scuffle that happened in this room. And then there's just a chair that's just set right in front of a mirror. And I'm just gonna walk slowly over to the chair and sit down.
And I say, damn, Bone Man, you really need to clean up your room. This is filthy.
Timber, make a perception check.
All right. That's going to be a 21.
Nice.
You, in addition to what he just described, see something else. You see along the ceiling, especially in the corners where it's really concentrated, is web. All along, a lot of the ceiling is covered in it, and in the corners you can, and every now and then you'll see like, you know, a little spider crawling across it.
I don't think you need to worry about this room, little one. And I'll walk back towards the door to usher you out.
You got a thing for spiders? I know you like shadows, but do you like spiders?
Elliot, what you just heard when he said that to you was, do you have a thing? And then 4, and then his mouth was still moving, but you could not perceive the word spider either time he said it. And it's just like, it was so awkward. It was like, do you have a thing for...
Speak up, I can't hear
Also,
you
I
way
need
up
you to
here.
make a wisdom saving throw.
I do?
Yep.
Man. Wisdom saving throw. 16.
With a 16, you feel it's like just like one of those weird headaches that comes and goes in a second, but you just get like a sharp pain in like the frontal lobe of your head, but no damage.
I'll just kind of grab my head.
And it happens like in the same instant as that word that you heard him say. This.
I'll just kind of like grab my head and just, I think I've had enough of you for tonight, and just kind of open the door and just try to scoot him out.
As he opens the door, I'm standing on the other side, getting ready to knock on it.
Timber, what are you doing?
I say, oh, it's a party. We're all hanging out in Shetic's room tonight.
Damian, and that's Elliot's room.
Oh yeah, Elliot's room.
As they open the door, I'm gonna like look at the two of them and then look past them and like look around the room. Because I'm assuming like I can tell that it's, I can't see details, but I'm assuming that like just looking in, I can tell it looks different from the one he showed us.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, y'all's are like well lit, candlelight. There's like a torch by the door. Mine's just like almost like pitch black with like shitty wooden walls and spider webs, I guess.
God, y'all are fucking nosy.
This isn't really what I meant by rest.
And then with that, I'm going to look back at Timber and say, I assume you were here to tell him about the spider.
Nah, I was gonna mess with him while he was sleeping, but
Elliot, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Fucking saying it. 15.
Just.
do I notice that
Get out.
he
Make an insight check, Timber.
I'm pretty good at insight, I think.
Good.
Elliot's
Pissing
losing
me
his
off.
cool.
19.
No, dude.
You definitely notice, and I don't know if you know the correlation exactly, but you definitely see that he's having some sort of issue with this conversation.
Okay.
I need my rest. Can I help you? Look up to Damian.
I'll turn back to him and say, well, I just came to inform you, as I wasn't quite sure when I saw it on you earlier, but after Bojack mentioned it, I figured a conversation was due, but apparently we should get our rest, and I'll walk to my room.
And I just look at Elliot and I say, all right, good night, love you, bye. And walk away.
Just close the door. Go sit down.
Anything you all would like to do before we turn in?
I'm gonna... Sorry, go ahead. No, you go ahead.
Alright, I am I've noticed that Timber's a little wily one and always up to something. So I'm casting a ritual alarm at my door of my little shed.
Oh, man.
Got him.
Got him.
I'm pissed about those keys, man.
I mean, I'm passed out. Never mind.
I'm going to
Yeah, what are
just
you doing,
kind of open back my door to the servant, because there's a servant right outside of each doorway. I'm gonna go to mine and just kind of look down to him and make sure the stout one is okay for the night. And then he's gonna just like float over to the middle of the garden and just like face through the bottom of the floor. And I don't know, go put some water and bread next to Bojack and maybe throw a cloth over him.
I wanted to DM. I wanted to confirm something. I don't regain HP, right?
No, you do not.
So for my sleep, I had this amazing little image play out where I'm just like face down asleep. As the rest would give me more HP back, I'm just like coughing up blood, and there's this pool of blood just forming under my face as the rest I should be getting is just bleeding out of me.
The servant will just take the cloth and like each time that happens, just kind of like clean it up off the floor at least. And as I go to bed, I'm gonna try to ponder like my existence while I stare at the mirror and kind of drift off into a trance.
Make a history check with disadvantage.
Come on, dude. 2 natural 20s. Oh. 5.
Oh man.
Great.
Is anybody else doing anything before we go to sleep?
As I like enter my room, I turn, look at Timber, and I could have gotten you those keys, just so you know. And then walk into my room, and then the only other thing I'm doing is I'm just kind of examining my fang tips that I got, because I haven't really had time to like sit down and examine them and equip them.
Okay.
But I'll do that before I go to bed.
You have the item description though, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool. Timber, anything?
I say it's not the keys, it's the principle of the matter. And I was looking at my inventory, and I have this large scroll. And I was wondering if I could look that over a little bit tonight to see if I can recognize anything, if it's giving us any clues.
The scroll, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, is the gate spell, or am I tripping?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's the one that Omnor gave us to open up the gateway for Bane.
Yeah. Okay. So I already pretty much know what it says.
Yeah, you open it up and you see, it's a spell scroll. You've been around long enough. You've seen a spell scroll.
Okay.
This one is a little larger than the spell scrolls that you've seen in the past, and then the calligraphy on it is very fine. The parchment itself that it's written on seems to be of like the highest quality, and the like handles that hold the scroll that it's wrapped around, like the wooden middle part, is very, very finely carved, like elvish looking woodwork as well.
Okay. All right, well then, yeah, I'm going to sleep.
Elliot, as you kind of fade into this restful state, it's not sleep, but you take your 4 hours and you're meditating, and your thoughts are filled with the events that occurred in the museum, but also of you're thinking about your party members. They're seeing something on you. They're saying, you can see their mouth moving, your words are not reaching your ears. It seems to be, I'll say, the only conclusion that you can come to from this is that there's things in this reborn state that you're in that either you are not being permitted to see and hear, or something about your state is keeping these things from you, and you're just kind of on the tip of that thought, and that's about it.
Okay.
However, the rest of you, excluding Bojack, you get your long rest, Bojack. You just don't get the healing. But if you cast any, I don't think you cast spells. But if you did, you get
my
slots.
My rage should reset after that. So,
I will say that you wake up with 1 point of exhaustion.
Okay.
Despite your sleep.
That's not great.
The rest of you, however, experience the full benefits of a long rest.
Sweet.
Let's go.
As you wake up, Bojack, and you wake up and you've got like dried, crusted blood on the corner of your mouth on your left side, and it's kind of like dried onto your cheek, and the part below your face that like seeped in the cracks that the unseen servants were unable to clean. But yeah, so you wake up on the floor. The rest of you have your rooms. What would you like to do?
I'm going to. I kind of left out one thing. There is that the chest that is a part of the Sanctum Spire. That is in my room as well. That's just kind of like off in the like corner.
Okay.
I'm gonna go as I wake up. I'm gonna just kind of like open back my eyes, look down towards my shadow. Oh, deathless lord, why have you brought me here? I'm gonna turn towards the chest and take out the diamond and put it into the chest, and the Netherese diamond, and then just kind of like lock that up and go downstairs to wait for everybody to wake up.
I'm gonna take out one of the gold bars as I wake up, and for one, I'm gonna pour myself a drink, nice morning drink, with that expensive whiskey that I bought or stole, and then I'm gonna take out one of the gold bars, and just kind of see if I can get a feel for how much it weighs, how big it is, and see if I can't get like a estimation or a guess of how much it may be worth without, just on my own.
Make a history check.
History check. Uh, 14.
All right, give me 1 second here.
At Side21 TV on all platforms.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll say each one of these gold bar. I would say with your history check, you have seen gold bars before. Not often. Typically, like you would see them like at a, like a house of coin or a smelting. And you haven't frequented these areas, and gold bars are quite a bit of coin. So I'll say you don't really know what it's worth, but it's a pretty fair amount. And how many gold bars did I say you have?
I would check my inventory, but I think it's 3.
I think 4.
I think it was 10.
I genuinely do think it was 4 though. Jokes aside.
Yeah, it was 4. Yes.
Okay. So you'll probably have to get those appraised or possibly ask around to get a true value, because I'd say you don't know.
I'll put it back in my bag, and I'll walk out my door and have no idea how to get back to the first floor.
As you walk out, you see Shetic on the garden, like just jumping on the ground trying to figure it out.
Can I hear them jumping?
You tell me,
Hello?
man. It's your house.
Yeah, I guess so. I just hear it. I'm gonna grab the branch, go back up through, and just stand right here. And then I'll take another step right here. It's like a very obvious, like kind of like there's like a.
Call it what it is. It's a sphincter in the ground.
Okay, it's a ground sphincter. It's a dirt circle. There's a kind of stone bricks kind of around in a circle, and then more soil right in the middle of the garden, and you just step right there and it just kind of takes you through. I'll do that. Go back down.
Yeah,
I'll follow suit.
I do too.
Yep.
Those of you that as you make your way back through the ground to the first floor, you emerge and you can see kind of like down the hallway Bojack laying there, just there. I mean, you thought he looked bad yesterday. Also, I need you to deduct another 10 from your maximum HP. Bojack.
Rough.
This guy's going to die.
Yep. Definitely going to die.
And then, in addition to that,
Yeah, I wanted to ask, are we using updated exhaustion or legacy?
updated.
Okay. It's
You
actually
also-
not as bad as legacy rules. I
Let's
think.
go.
Well, you also take 9 points
Fuck.
of necrotic damage.
That's a lot worse.
Oh,
All right.
Coming through the floor and seeing this, I wait for Shetic and Timber, and as soon as I get there, I look between the both of them. Can I eat him yet?
Imagine the most horrific coughing sound you've ever heard, and it's like black blood. It's not even red anymore.
Make a medicine check, Damian.
While
Okay.
he's doing that, he says that, and I look at him. I say, "I think you could if you'd want to, but I wouldn't. I don't think you want to. He doesn't look like something worth eating."
12.
With a 12, you're not a doctor, but what Shetic is saying seems like it might have some truth to it. You may not want to bite this individual currently.
Seeing the black blood also, it immediately repulses me, and I walk off to the dining hall instantly.
So yeah, do you guys see Bojack just slowly getting up off the floor as you come down, and you see he's coughing, and you see like droplets of blood splattering on the floor from where he's coughing, and you can see that sweating that he was doing yesterday, that kind of clammy look he had, he's now, he looks like he just got out of a sauna that he was on a treadmill inside of. He is wet.
And I'm
With blood
pale,
and sweat.
and I'm moving slower than normal.
mm.
I look
The
up and I'm
braids in
like,
his beard aren't like tight anymore. They're kind of like, he looks just very worse for wear.
I look up at the group as like I hear them start to come in, and I'm like, "Aye, this is bad, fellas. You're not doing so good today."
I read up a bit last night on how we can get you looking less shitty. Apparently we need one of 2 spells or scrolls. A remove curse or a restoration. That seems a bit more than a normal one.
I'm no good with this damn fandled magic.
So
I know.
my father was a druid healer, and he would heal a lot of curses with herbs. Can I look at him and see if I recognize this curse, or if there's anything that I would know how to fix this?
Make a medicine check with advantage.
Nice. Good call.
Oh gosh, no, it's an 8.
Yikes.
I would say that that they're like, potions are like made from herbal compounds oftentimes, but in this case you're not sure what the cure would be.
Well, then I just walk up to him, rub the top of his head, and I say, "Walk it off, little man. We got keys to get."
Maybe we can make our way to the market district again this morning and see if we can find something to help you.
If nothing else, I'll go die in a corner somewhere so you guys don't have to worry.
That is the second best option.
All right, let's make our way.
Where are you guys heading?
I'm gonna walk out. I'm gonna first. I'm gonna turn to Timber, poke your head out, and see if anybody's in the alley.
Okay, I just walk out. And do I see anybody in the alley?
Make a perception check.
Nat 1, baby.
Oh Lord.
You don't. What you're you're not tall, and these barrels that were stacked it looks like they've been kind of moved around, and with a natural 1, they've actually kind of like the door opens up and it's just like a wall of barrels in front of you. Like it seems like barrels have been stacked on the wall where the door was.
I look at Elliot and I say, "No, we're clear."
Very well, to the market district. Then I'll go invisible this foyer is like dimly lit, and let everybody walk out, and I'll follow.
Do we have to move these barrels to get
Yeah,
out the
so
door?
as you go to try and walk out, Elliot, you get to the door, and now you're seeing what Timber was seeing and poorly describing to you. But there was, there are large casks of either ale that you don't know if they're empty, but they're standing in front of right where the door opens. It's like opening a doorway with a wall
They
behind
switched
it,
the
and wall
fucking
is made of
kegs
barrels.
in the early morning in the morning shift. Ah, damn it. All right. I'll turn to Bojack. Can you? Never mind. I'll just kind of like try to start rolling them off. And still invisible, but like kind of just like positioning them at least enough for us to like scoot out of the door.
I'm dying, but I'll try anything. I'll like walk up and try to give it a shove.
If
I
you
didn't
want
want-
to, just move one a little bit, or I can squeeze through, and I'll sneak to see if the coast is clear.
All right, very well.
Okay, yeah. As you go to move one of the casks, you are able to slide it just a little bit. It seems like they're empty. And as Timber, you kind of climb your little cat paws up and put them against the casks and kind of peek your head out and look left and look right down the alley. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
All right.
Alrighty, that's going to do it for tonight's episode of The Black Hand of Fate. Thank you so much for joining us here on Side21. Keep in mind, if you want to stay up to date with all of our content, we are all over social media, Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. Shoot us a message. We'd love to hear from you. And have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next time.